Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to make 10 easy fall room decorations. These decorations are simple and straightforward, but some people may never have these ideas cross their mind. This first decor is the only decor in the whole video that isn't made from paper or cardboard. I just got some mini pumpkin buckets and painted the word fall on them. You can choose any word, but since I only had 4 buckets, I just went with the word fall. Then I put some mini battery operated candles in them, so at night you have the option of turning them on. This next one's probably the easiest. I outlined and cut out some bats on black paper, then stuck them to my walls. Use either double-sided tape or sticky tack to stick them to your walls. Okay, so this decor, you don't have to use cardboard like I did. If you want, you can go out and buy wooden letters from the store. But of course, I didn't want to, so I just hand drew the letters onto some cardboard, which I highly don't recommend. You should use stencils or an outline for this part. Then, paint the letters black or whatever color you want. I also added some glitter, but that's totally optional. When you're done decorating your letters, use ribbon to tie them together. I didn't have any ribbons, so I used streamers, which works perfectly fine too. Cut out a donut shape from some cardboard. This next part is optional, but I made a mini banner for this wreath. If you choose to make a banner too, just tape it on before you start the next step. Then tie either a streamer or ribbon around the entire donut. Personally, I would just use streamers since it gives the wreath a more puffy and voluminous look. When you've made your way around the entire donut, give the streamers a little haircut so they're not sticking out all over the place. I only had 1 mason jar, so that's why I'm only making 1. But if you have more jars or clear containers, I'd recommend making more. But yeah, fill the jars with fall color tissue paper or streamers and then place a battery operated candle in there. Tissue paper would probably give this decor a better look, so try to use tissue paper if you can. For this one, you'll need to go outside or get a random stick or something wooden like a chopstick. I conveniently already had a stick that had a string attached to it, so I didn't have to worry about finding one. Cut some leaves out of some colored paper and attach them to the strands of string. Then attach these strands of strings to the stick. This decor is a feather-looking banner. Cut out some feather shapes from some paper and then cut tiny triangles on the edges of them to give them the feathery effect. If you want, you can paint letters on them to spell out a word. Then, hole punch them in the top middle and attach them to the string. There are actually so many words to choose from for this decor. Don't limit yourself to 4-letter words like I did, especially since this decor is super easy and simple. Cut some triangles from some fall colored paper. And then you can use black marker or paint to write your word. Finally, punch 2 holes on the top of each piece and attach them to your string. I made this leaf sign to put on my restroom door, but you can place yours anywhere. And just like the other decor, you can find a wooden cutout at a store if you don't want to go through the process of cutting the cardboard. Decorate your leaf however you want. Add words, initials, paint, glitter, basically whatever you want. Since I made my sign out of cardboard, I just taped the string to the back. If you're using heavier material like an actual wooden cutout, I would recommend using some really strong tape and glue to attach the string. Alright, so this last one's kind of weird and it didn't turn out the way I thought it would. Get a brown paper bag and cut the top half of the bag into tiny sections to give it a fringe look. Then open up the bag and twist the very bottom. When you're done, twist the little fringes to give them a branch-looking effect. Use ribbon or streamer or whatever you want to tie on some leaves on your branches. Then trim off the excess pieces of the leaves. Now you can place this cute mini tree on your desk or table.